This video is about finding surface area and volume of a pyramid and cone. So for the first part of this video, we're going to focus only on pyramid. Remember from the other day with our vocabulary, in a pyramid we have a vertex, which is at the top. We also have it at the top of the cone. So it is the point where the lateral faces intersect. The base is the side that is opposite the vertex. So this would be our base, and this would be our base. The height then is the perpendicular distance that is between the vertex and the center of the base. So height is always going to be abbreviated. And then our slant height is the distance from the vertex to the center of a lateral edge. So this would be our slant height. So remember, the slant height is like if you were to slide down the side of a pyramid or a cone. So let's formulas for pyramids. So in a pyramid, your lateral area, which is the pyramid and not the base, is 1/2 perimeter times the slant height. So you can see here that the slant height represents the height of the triangle. We have the sides that make our perimeter, and then we're going to multiply it by 1/2, which should kind of make sense because it goes along with the idea of it being a triangle. So your total surface area then is the lateral area, 1/2 perimeter times slant height, plus the area of the base. And then your volume is 1/3 the base area times the height of the figure. So in number one, we want to find the area of the base. So this is always going to be a square for our base. So to find the square, it's base times height. So 12 times 12, which is 144 meters squared. Finding the lateral area. So the lateral area is 1/2 perimeter times the slant height. So we would have 1/2 the perimeter of our base. If we have 4 sides that are 12, that's going to be 48 times the slant height, which is 10. We multiply here, we get 240 meters squared. In part C then, to find the total surface area, it is the lateral area plus 1 base. So 240 plus 144 would get us 384 meters squared. Our volume is 1/3 base area times height. So it'd be 1/3 times 12 times 12 times the height. Now, we don't have the height yet. So we are going to divide our side of 12 into 6 and do Pythagorean theorem to get our height. So 10 squared equals 6 squared plus x squared. 100 equals 36 plus x squared. 64 equals x squared. So x is 8. So when we multiply here, we would get 384 meters cubed. Remember that volume is always cubed. In number 2, we want to find the lateral area, the total surface area, and the volume. So our lateral area is going to be 1/2 perimeter times the slant height. We don't have the slant height yet, so we're going to draw that slant height in, and we're going to split 80 in half, so this part is 40. So if we do Pythagorean theorem, we get x squared equals 9 squared plus 40 squared. So we get x squared equals 1,681. We take the square root, x is 41, so that's going to be our slant height. So we have 1/2 the perimeter. If there's each side of the square is 80, then 80 times 4 is going to get us 320 times the slant height of 41. So when we multiply that together, we have 1/2 times 320 times 41. That gives us a lateral area of 6,560 centimeters squared. Our total surface area then is going to be 1/2 perimeter times slant height plus the area of the base. So notice that we already did 1/2 perimeter times slant height. So we know we have 6,560 plus the area of the base, which is 80 times 80. We get 6,560 plus 6,400. And when we add those together, we get 12,960 centimeters squared for our total surface area. And then for our volume, it is 1/3 the base area times the height. So 1/3 80 times 80 times the height of 9. So when we multiply that together, we get 19,200 centimeters cubed for our volume. In number 3, Jeannie is making a model of the Great Pyramids. She wants to paint only the sides of the pyramid. The dimensions are shown in the picture. If one bottle of paint covers 20 inches, how many bottles will she need? Sides of the pyramid, we want to find our lateral area. So remember that lateral area is 1/2 perimeter times slant height. So if we draw our slant height in here, we know this side is 9 and 9 because it's bisecting that side of 18. 15 is not the slant height. 15 is representing the side where the two lateral faces meet, a lateral edge. So we have to do Pythagorean theorem to find our slant height first. So 15 squared equals x squared plus 9 squared. 225 is equal to x squared plus 81. We can subtract and get 144 equals x squared. So our slant height is 12. So to get the lateral area, it's 1/2 the perimeter. So each side is 18 and there are 4 sides. So our perimeter is 72 times the slant height of 12. And we get 432 inches squared. Now, we're not done yet because we want to figure out how many bottles of paint will we need. So we're going to take the bottles to figure it out. We're going to divide the area by the coverage of 20 per bottle, which is 21.6. Remember, you can't buy part of it, so she would need 22 bottles of paint. In number 4, the volume of a square pyramid is 100 centimeters cubed. If the height of the pyramid is 12 centimeters, find the area of the base, and then what is the perimeter of the base. So your volume is equal to 1/3 base area times height. So we have 100 equals 1/3 the base area times 12. 1/3 of 12 is 4, so we have 100 equals 4 times the base area. So 25 is going to be our base area, which means if our base area is 25, and we know to get the area its side squared, we know that each side is 5. So to get our perimeter, we have 4 sides with a length of 5, which would be 20 centimeters.